like, comment, and subscribe. So today's video is going to be about 2021 healthy habits to incorporate into your daily lifestyle now. A list of things that I want to go over with you guys, just to kind of like help you guys if you want to write these down as well. So the first thing that is on my little list of things to focus on that can be easily implemented into your daily life is having a routine. So create a schedule for yourself. That's something that definitely helps me, and I've always been, like I said, a planner. So having like that day-to-day schedule where I can know like what I want to do, have things like mapped out, definitely is something that has helped me plan my day, plan my week, plan my month, especially becoming like a content creator and like when having a kid. That's something that I feel like is very, very, very crucial, and it just makes my life so much easier because I might forget to do something, but having it like something I can just go back and be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's what I have planned for the day. That's something that I would say I would definitely recommend for everyone to do. And like I say, having a routine, when you get in the habit of having a routine, like waking up early, that's something else that would be very like crucial. And I'm not talking about like, you know, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. Realistically, like by 8, especially if you're like a grown adult, like not trying to bash anybody, if you are like you work like, you know, late like hours and stuff like that, then this is not for you. I'm talking about like a regular, like, you know, person just work regular hours throughout the day. As an adult, I feel like at least by 8 o'clock you should be up and having like you're ready, getting ready for the rest of your day. So like I said, just that makes things look so much easier. So the second thing is eating healthy and drinking healthy. So I'm not gonna sit there and tell you, I'm not a nutritionist, so I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh, you need to be vegan. I'm vegan, yes, but I just mean like a healthy lifestyle. So, you know, eat, you know, portionately, eat foods that are nourishing. Make sure that you're getting the right amount of like calories, right amount of like protein. Eat according to like your body type, your body weight. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, I don't know, like, you know, I'm not a dietitian or nothing like that, but definitely eat more whole foods and eat and drink more like fresh whole foods. I think that's like initially what I want to say. So for me, I like to create juices. I will actually link like a recipe that's like one of my favorite juices, like apple, cucumber, lettuce. I love incorporating a little bit of ginger, a little bit of the beets into it, and I'll play around with it a little bit, you know, every now and then, but just the main thing is to like focus on having like a healthy diet, because in the longer run you'll thank yourself, I promise you, especially with things and how things are with like the whole COVID and, you know, corona times. You want to make sure that you're taking care of your body as much as possible, and of course make sure you drink water. I recently just got this new water bottle. I absolutely like love it because it tells you it has a little time on there, so 8 o'clock, 2 p.m., 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then it goes all the way to 6 p.m. So this is, I believe, a 32 ounce glass, and I love it because it came with the little portable like holder. It's glass, you know, trying to stay eco-friendly over here, you guys, and sustainable, and this works perfectly like to fit in my lifestyle and everything. I had another one that was 20 ounces, but that one broke, so I just got this one. Like I said, I like it better because it has the times, so I can remind myself to like make sure I stay consistent with my water intake. Now the next thing that I would say to focus on and start implementing in your life is to be present. So that one's a little tricky because we have a lot of things that naturally like happen, like when we're like busy, when we're going to work, and sometimes just being like still and being present like isn't like realistic to some people. But what I'm talking about is things that you can actually do to be realistic. So if you're working, focusing on your work and like being mindful of what you're doing in the present moment, instead of at work thinking of things that you need to do when you get home, or thinking of your next lunch break, or thinking of like, you know, what you're gonna make for dinner, like, you know, focusing on that moment. So like if I'm cooking, I will literally try to remind myself to be present, like if I'm like cutting up a pepper, I will literally look at all like the seeds in the pepper and smell the pepper. I will like look at like the veins and everything that's inside of the pepper and just think about like, wow, like, you know, God, like the creator actually created all of these fresh fruits and vegetables for us to consume, you know. And another thing that will help me with being mindful or present is turning off my notifications. So I will literally put my phone on do not disturb. If I have no business calls scheduled for the day, if I have nothing else scheduled in terms of like calling or texting anyone that needs to reach me knows how to reach me. Even with my phone being on do not disturb, they know that they can call me twice, you know, just to get to me or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, like I said, just turning off all my unnecessary notifications, social media notifications, email alerts. I will keep. That's the only thing that I kind of do have right now on, as in terms of like notifications. But like the weather app, like the news, I literally removed like all notifications news wise from off of my phone, because that is just like so toxic to me. And even though yes, you're supposed to like keep up with what's going on, I know someone in my family, whether it's my partner, whether it's my sister, my father, someone will let me know if there's something like you know, really crazy going on in the world. And like I say, if I'm on social media, I will definitely find out my news that way as well. I know a lot of people recommend using alarms, which I definitely do recommend. However, I think that in some ways that could be a little nerve-wracking. So I would say use alarms appropriately. I think that's the best way to go about it. But I think for the most part, like I said, not having notifications be like as like a real daily reminder of like, oh, this person is text. So having notifications like turned off is something that would definitely be another recommendation, because it's really not needed. It's something that clogs your brain, clutters your mind. Like you focus on, instead of being, it basically distracts you from being focused on the present moment. So another thing you could do to be present is meditate. So I know that is something that is being like, you know, tossed around a lot right now, which is very good. But you can literally do yoga, do, you know, meditations, work out, you know, things that can help you be present and focus on like what is going on right now. But like I said, meditation, the form of meditation or active meditation is something that would definitely help you be in that present moment. And if you don't know how to meditate, there are so many like YouTube videos online now that are like meditations for beginners. I'll actually link one of my favorites down below. But just really just having time to be still with yourself and just like, you know, be quiet. If you want to journal, I like to journal. I'm not gonna lie, I don't do it every single day, but that is something that helps me. Actually, sidetrack really quick, I like to say affirmations. A lot of people will say affirmations in the mirror to themselves. I do that, but I like to either record them like using a voice recording and like play it back later, or another form is to like write it out like in my little notebook, my little journal. So with that, what I'll usually do is I'll just like, I have like a 30-day or how many ever days that's in the month affirmation challenge that I'll also will link below, and that will actually like empower me to journal, because then I'll go each day making sure I write down my little affirmation for the day, and then just write down something I'm either grateful for or something that like, you know, that's crossed my mind, just whatever I feel is like needed. The fourth thing that I want to talk about is focusing on positivity. Like I said, it's probably another one that's like not cliche, but like you've heard it before. But yeah, focusing on positivity and empower and educate yourself. So I've set a few goals this year to be like, you know, to help myself, to help better myself. So one of the things that I wanted to focus on was like my financial literacy, and I wanted to help myself and my partner and family become better at like saving and things of that nature. So I've been doing the necessary research on how to save or how to invest, and initially going back to the main point, that's something that is crucial for like any and everyone, is always educate yourself. Like, you know, you might not be the best at reading, but they have podcasts nowadays. I absolutely love podcasts. They have so many audible books. Excuse me. And then they have a lot of different like free courses online, and even through social media, there's so many different platforms nowadays. Like I know Clubhouse is one of the recent ones where they have like talks and discussions, so you can like tune into one of those talks or discussions for any type of category that you may be interested in. So those are some of the things that I would definitely say I recommend looking into or doing. Right now, one of the books that I am presently like referring back to is called The Conscious Language. I believe it's The Conscious Language, The Logos of Now. I believe that's the title. So that one is definitely something I also recommend. I will link that too. That is something that, and the other book that I've been reading is The Power of Now. Those two books have definitely helped me stay focused on like the present moment, and like kind of like learned to like heal from the past. A lot of things, unlearning things that I currently do know. That those two books that I'm referring to actually do a great job of like helping you get through like past traumas and things of that nature. Now, last but not least, the last thing that I want to talk about in terms of what I would say is a healthy habit is give yourself time to rejuvenate yourself. Give yourself time to get relaxed, refreshed, and what I mean by that is give yourself, your body, your mind, your soul a chance to cleanse itself, to heal itself. So I know we just recently went through a whole quarantine like lockdown situation, and honestly there was so much good that came from that, even for our planet, where you can research like things like how certain rivers in different countries went from a dark, dirty color to crystal blue just for the sake of the world being shut down, and in other ways for your body, just like imagine it, like for your body, what that can do, and for your mind, what that can do. And what I mean by that is, for example, right now I'm currently taking a fast, as I do every January. It started off as more of like a spiritual tradition where I would fast like foods and things of that nature to get closer to God, and also like to give my body a chance to kind of like heal itself. Now it's still that like spiritual fast that I am like the spiritual journey that I am on, where I'm still working on my relationship with God, but I also like to, for my mental sanity, take a break from social media. That is something that I will say definitely has helped me so much, because in a lot of ways, as you'll like see, it helps me focus on like tasks, on my goals that I want to accomplish. It helps me prepare myself on in so many ways for like the rest of the year. It gives me a chance to like just like cancel out the noise. So I like to call it the cancellation noise method, because I like to not just only fast on social media, but I'll fast like television. Even though I don't really watch TV like that, but I am like big on watching Netflix and Hulu, so I cut that out for the rest of the like month of January. No music, like just mainly having a lot of chance, giving myself the chance to have a lot of like quiet time. You know what I mean? And like I said, during that time, I am able to pray. I'm able to meditate. I'm able to get a lot of my goals done. Spend more time with like my partner, with my son. So that's pretty much the gist of like what I would say in terms of the social media cleanse. Last year, and I just want to throw it out there, you don't have to do it like in the beginning of the year. It can be any time that you want. And going back to the point, last year I did it twice. So I did it in January, and I also did it again in like between June and July. And I did it twice because last year, especially around June and July, there was a lot of things going on with the whole Black Lives Matter protests, riots, looting, like all those things that were going on that was like really like taking a toll on me. So I had to kind of just like check out a little bit, and the main reason was because I was pregnant, and I was about to have my baby soon, my son soon. So I just wanted a chance to kind of like check out from the world and just like focus on this, like having a natural, like beautiful birth experience. And I'm just forever grateful that I did that.
Another great sleeping habit that I want to mention briefly is sleep. This one is very important because it affects not only like your productivity but other factors that you may not even think of. So I have an Oura Ring. This is like a sleeping device that not only checks like your heart rate, but it helps you and predicts like your readiness for the next day. It monitors like how you slept the previous night, and then you also has like an app that you can connect to your phone, which will give you the visual like with a chart and let you know like all that you need to prepare for the next day. I really like this, and I definitely recommend checking this out or any other sleeping device out just to see how you are doing. But yes, sleep is very important. So another technique or practice that I wanted to mention, it ties into the last few points about being grounded and even with sleep. This healthy practice or healthy habit is the art or the practice of grounding, also known as earthing. And it basically just refers to the idea of like walking outside on the earth's surface, like barefoot, and just really connecting with the earth in that sense. And the earth's electrons from the ground can help the body. It'll get into the body and it can help with healing and things of that nature. You can like stand, you can sit, you can just do it, like I said, just really connect with the ground. Even placing your hands on the ground really helps too. Another thing I wanted to mention and show you guys is the earthing mat. So if you are not really into nature or just don't really want to go outside, you have the option of buying an earthing mat. This is definitely not needed. It is a little extra, but you know, this is something that I have and it helps me. I usually sleep with this. You do like your yoga or meditation on this mat. You can also just like sit like, you know, while you're working and have it on the floor and place your feet on it. It has a lot of great benefits, as does actually connecting with the earth. It helps neutralize radiation and just has other like healing properties. So I really just wanted to show you guys that.
Alright, you guys, that's pretty much it for my list. I do have a few more wellness and mindfulness series coming out on my channel, so definitely just stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.